Yay, we're back. We're ready for game number 5. I'm so excited. It's going to be so sick.
Yeah.
Because I actually don't know who's going to win. Normally I have like a rough idea. I'm like, I don't know. This guy seems to be the favorite.
After game number 1, it really looked like SuperNova was just going to crush him, clean him out, 3-0, something like that. But turns out we're in game number 5.
Oh, man. Antigua Shipyard, what a way to end this. A really big challenge for a Zerg player. And let me hit my little buttons on my keyboard and get the tabs up, and then we'll intro these players. In the upper right, cross spots over here. Make some noise for the Taran legend, SuperNova. And in the bottom left starting location, we have our Zerg player. So solid. I am completely inspired. I hope this guy moves to Korea someday and plays in the GSL. He is VortiX.
All right, so Antigua Shipyard Tasteless. I mean, we've talked about this map a bajillion times. If you watched StarCraft before and you've seen us cast this map, we've been over how difficult it is to take a 4th base. But VortiX is a guy that doesn't really need a 4th base. How many times does he actually have the 4th base win? Well, some of them, but a lot of them, he was just on 3 base.
The early game, he doesn't need a 3rd base either, Artosis.
Yeah, that's true. Helps to lose it, in fact.
Yeah, it's
that
bad
extra
luck.
damage done by those... by the broodlings.
Yes.
I mean, maybe he calculates that in.
I don't know. Some kind of crazy hatch strat, Artosis, where he makes that hatchery, knowing it will be killing those additional broodling damage that is dished out. Will allow him to get ahead somehow.
Well, that's pretty tricky, man. Maybe he should just rush up to lair, drop some Overlord creep, build a bunch of E-bays near his opponent, and then turn off the Overlord creep.
Oh, wow. There you go.
Wait for those things to bleed out and go get him with the broodlings.
All right. The drone's coming up here. Nobody's taking a risk in this game. These guys are so evenly matched, producing some really awesome TVZs, especially in the late game.
Yeah. Now, he does see just how quickly this command center first has come up. Throws on the pool anyways, just wants to stay very comfortable with his build, which is normally the best choice. I mean, you don't want to just switch up and do something new, even though I'm sure in his head he knows that he could go double hatchery before pool. Why? You know, he hasn't practiced it. Let's just keep to what he knows.
You know, here's what I'm wondering, Artosis. Tell me if you think I'm crazy. Because...
I think you're crazy,
okay,
but go ahead.
Because, you know, late game of VortiX is so good with the Broodlords. Do you think there's a chance SuperNova will try to end this before late game? Even though positionally it does favor Taran.
You know what? I feel like on this map, no. On
so?
a lot of other maps, maybe, but on this map, I really feel like he wants to go to that late game and abuse the fact that VortiX can't get those extra bases.
All right. We will have to see. I would not be shocked, though, if we do see another timing attack here from SuperNova. It's insane how much damage you can do to VortiX. I'm under the impression he does this so much. He's so comfortable defending with such little.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, very standard for SuperNova, going straight into the factory, skipping that double barracks that we always see after command center first. And will he go for Banshee this time? I feel like this is a great map for it because the main base in the 3rd is so far away to walk. But for a Banshee, they fly tasteless. And as the Banshee flies, it's not that far.
No, it's not, Artosis. Now, we've seen so many drones here early on from VortiX. In fact, this time around, actually, as the 3rd base finishes, let's actually do a check and see how many drones he actually has, assuming he gets one of that quick 3rd base. I'm a little bit intrigued by this.
You know, another interesting thing that's happening here, he got his gas a lot later than that last game. He got really, really quick speed that last game. This game, a more normal gas timing for him. And the barracks, or excuse me, factory now is going to go over here, make some more Hellions. And 2 more barracks, okay. Now, do you think we could see a timing, Artosis? We might. SuperNova is really fond of them. We see him do it quite often. And in fact, I'd say, yeah, you know what? I think he is going to. But I don't think it'll be all in like last game. That wasn't really too all in. He had to do some damage or he would have been really in trouble, but it was pretty solid overall. You know, he had a backup plan too. He had the E-base making, things like that.
All right, the Hellions are coming down here now.
And, well, we're just going to have to wait and see. Stim is on the way. We could have the same timing as the previous game.
Yeah, it's beginning to look like it.
I do think architecturally, this base much easier to kill than the third or the second on Atlanta spaceship. Because when you look at it, he actually did a lot of damage, guys. He took out the evolution chambers. He got in there pretty deep. And that's on an insanely large map where the second base was so tucked away. I mean, that would be like him trying to rush this base.
Yeah. And
all he needs to do is kill this one.
That's so true, Tasis. And don't forget that when he's attacking the third base on Metropolis, he's on the low ground. Whereas if he attacks it here, he's on the high ground. And that just gives him an innate advantage.
Yeah.
He's starting to harass that a little bit, at least.
Ling's speed is done. He's got to be careful, especially not to hug the walls here with the Hellions. That's exactly how they always die.
Yep.
And
oh my God, he's actually going for the run past, but the speed finishes, and SuperNova might be in a little bit of trouble because of this, losing some Hellions. How many will he lose? 2 of them already going down. Nice moves by VortiX. SuperNova actually overextending.
All right. He's going to make another command center. Okay.
Whoa.
So he's actually going to go straight up, just standard bread and butter TVP. TVP. What?
SuperNova canceled his stim before it finished, and now he's restarted it.
Oh my God, I did not even know that.
Well, that's bad news right there. If he had stim already with these medevacs coming out and Hellions on the map, then he might be able to move around and do something, but he has no chance to truly attack now. VortiX is not going to lose that third hatch. In fact, I can't really see harassment damage doing much to him at all in this early game, which means that he's going to get into just the spot he wants to be in.
And you know what this means is that VortiX is going to be in his element. This is going to be the hardest moment to possibly stop VortiX in, when his third hatch is not destroyed.
Yeah, so SuperNova just has to go into pure macro mode. He has already started his third command center, and he is bringing the Marines over, but this stim nowhere near done.
All right, he's going to do a drop, but again, as Artosa said, stim is nowhere near done. So it's not like it'll be as efficient as it normally would be. All right, let's see. He wants to do a little bit of damage. He needs to do something because VortiX is going to be growing too quickly.
That is right. Drop in here behind the smoke. The Ling's coming in. He does have creep everywhere. I love that, by the way, that he puts creep everywhere.
Yeah, it's so smart.
Even in his main base.
Hellions now clean up some of the creep tumors over here. He doesn't want to have to push creep too far up to this location, especially not up here.
Well, right now, VortiX just has to be careful about these medevacs. Stim is still not done. Not going to be done for a bit, but when it is, these are going to be much scarier.
Scanning, taking out some of these creep tumors, anything to do some damage. He doesn't want to make too many more drones. He's already got, let's see here, 58 drones to 52 SCVs. Wow.
Yeah. We do have the Spire and Baneling speed on the way, so VortiX is getting that unit composition that he's so good with, that he likes so much. In fact, adding some more gases, making Lings instead of drones right now. Some of that might just be fear because of the double medevac that's been flying around.
I'm really curious to see if this build by SuperNova is going to work. These guys have been playing off each other's strats so well. It's actually been such an amazing best of 5 to cast.
Yeah, this is, I mean, we've had so many good ones this weekend as well, Tasis, and this one might be taking the cake for me right now.
Yeah, no kidding, man. The Ling's fanning out now. Looks like you might want to try to get surround here on these Hellions. And looks like he will get it.
Might get some of them, but the Marines come up, so he does have to run away. That was not quite as effective as he wanted. By the way, 13 mutas on the way.
Wow.
No, this is pretty awesome. The Baneling speed is going too. Is he going to continue to make units? Is he going to try some sort of bust?
Nice little drop over here. But the mutas are out, so this drop is going to have to come to an end. He will be able to take out the medevac. No problem here.
Yeah.
And that is where every time SuperNova sends out his army, or excuse me, like a medevac drop like this, it's only to keep the mutas flying back home and defending and not attacking the base over here. And I don't know if this is a good idea because he does have fairly adequate defense here. A few turrets.
Yeah. He's got a good ring basically up to deter mutas, but they're going to go ahead and attack part of this ring, pulling a muta back and barely saving its life at 1 hit point. Going after SCVs now as well.
Hitting the SCVs so hard here, denying this turret. And Marines went up here to try to save the day. And he does get out. Excuse me, that turret was not denied. By the way, it's 122 supply to 133.
Another drop over here. He can get the queen.
Uh-oh, this is a good drop by SuperNova. The Muta's way out of position. They are flying back. He's going to take out that queen, and now he's going after the infestation pit, and at least he started the hive, but it looks like he got it. Really well done there by SuperNova. And now he's actually got a supply lead as well.
All right, 2 refineries on the way here. And another factory coming down. 138 to 130. SuperNova starting to catch up. He's looking pretty good. His 1-1 Marines are going to be 2-2 in about a minute here. 4th base is being taken. Note of VortiX respecting SuperNova, not taking the space over here, saying, I don't know, his pushes are pretty good.
Oh, of course, that would be so hard to hold. But, you know, at least he is put creep up towards his new 4th base. Can he hold on to it? The reason he destroyed those rocks is so that he could actually get up there a little bit quicker to help against any attacks on it.
He's coming in here now and smartly backs off. A turret like this, you can repair that so easily. Oh, SuperNova needs to stop doing these drops. It's actually it's not necessary.
Yeah. Now, if he had happened to get that hatchery, it would have been very nice, but the more that you miss these drops, the further caught up VortiX is going to become. Now, we do finally have infestors on the way after killing that infestation pit. The pathogen glands near completed, and Ultralisk Cavern coming as well. 2-2 finishing up. For SuperNova, as far as upgrades go right now, he does have 2-2 as well, but hasn't started 3-3.
All right, dropping over here, waiting for that moment. He probably wants to wait until he sees the mutas, then he'll pick up over here and move these. Let's see if that's actually the case. He's staying just outside of range of the sensor tower. So he sees this expansion, and now it's time, guys. SuperNova is gonna push.
All right, he's gonna have to take this center area. The creep being up here, really a great move, making him use multiple scans to even take the high ground.
But and if you notice, he's actually being very careful as he approaches here. He knows what happened last time. Okay, he just wants to put his 4th base over here. He's going to make this into a planetary, and he's going to use this, the ownership of this location to try to sneak Marines over here and take this out. It looks like.
You might be right about that, Taces. Now, VortiX has a pretty solid economy. Of course, SuperNova does as well, but oh my God, he's got to be so careful here.
All right, as you can see, VortiX now realizes the center of the map, like a game in chess, so important. Now owned by SuperNova, he's going to have to move his pieces pretty wisely on the board if he wants to do any damage. The planetary's almost done. He may want to wait until the planetary actually finishes. Yeah, it looks like he's just going to set up, probably scanning here, getting rid of the creep. He doesn't want to let him see the movement when he's coming out here. Nice fungal.
Yeah, he's backing up. Some of these Marines. Every time he can do something like that, it's a small victory. They're both maxed out at this point. 3-3 on the way, only for VortiX. So SuperNova is actually skipping that. You know, he doesn't really have a lot of gas to spend anyways.
All right, here come the Ultras, the Infestors, the Mutas, moving up. All right, but he should end up backing off here.
Oh, that was a nice tank.
He may try to go around, and he will.
Uh-oh, the siege tanks are out of position right now. He does have a few that he's sieging up. And here we go to the side. The Ultra's leading the path, and the siege tanks doing a lot of damage. Baneling's actually hitting siege tanks and being shot down. That was not at all an effective attack.
Wow, he completely deflected it. He did what we predicted, Artosis, that he might do, that he would wait out until the late game, and then the Zerg wouldn't be able to do much with this center expansion. Instantly, he unsieges and sends everything over here. He says, I have to get rid of this base. This is the entire game plan. This is what I've been setting up for all along.
Oh, man, and his Muta's being taken out as well. There's not a lot of units left here for VortiX. He's down by 40 supply. It looks like that 4th base may be taken down. And what can he actually do at this point? His Infestors are mostly gone, his Ultras are mostly gone, and so are his Mutas.
Oh, man, this is so tough. Because the only other 4th base that he could have up and running is this one in the bottom center. And this base sucks against air because he just pushes it so easily.
That is very true. Well, he does have 3-3 almost completed. Maybe he can get that to work out for him before SuperNova has his 3-3, but SuperNova is being very slow and methodical with his pushing, and it's really paying off this time.
The only thing he can do is catch him when siege mode isn't up.
Yeah, that's his only chance, and even then, not much of a chance.
Yeah, look at this spread here. So nice. Is he going to cancel? Marines coming up here. SuperNova is being so was just doing such a good job scouting and checking for everything.
Well,
here comes
we
the attack.
go. This could be the final attack of this game. A nice couple fungal growths going off, and now the Ultras actually attacking up, destroying as much as they can. But the Medivacs, there's so many of them healing these Marines and Marauders, and it looks like they will be forced back.
Very nicely done. Barely even supplies here, but he has the center, SuperNova. And VortiX doesn't. It doesn't have another base. Let's check the minerals here. Almost empty, almost, well, there's some stuff there. This is the only real cash cow.
Well, if he can get his 4th base back up, that's going to help him out a lot. But the planetary in the center for SuperNova is such a problem here. What is he going to do to take that out?
Oh, man, I don't even know where he can go from here. Okay, if I'm SuperNova, I just let this base finish and then I go kill it.
Well,
and I think that's the end.
You know, he is up about 40 supply. He's kind of waiting for his max again. I'd like to see him wait for that 3-3 upgrade to finish as well, because right now he's down in upgrades, but he can just tie that up. But here we go. VortiX realizing he needs to get something done, attacking forward, hitting the siege tanks very quickly. Some nice fungal growths going off. These Banelings, can they actually connect? And VortiX, once again, killing off a big chunk of the army of SuperNova.
Whoa, he is pushing him way back here. But is this going to be an overextension?
Too many of the Banelings seem to be hitting things like Siege Tanks and Marauders. He doesn't have a lot of units left here. He's trying to go after this planetary, but the SCV's actually blocking one of the Ultras off.
Oh my God!
Uh-oh.
Is he going to get it?
Can he? And he does. VortiX now going to run away. Can he keep all these Ultras alive? The SCVs stop positioning and holding in the Ultras. Beautiful micro there by SuperNova.
SuperNova's not done yet. He's already got a backup command center. He's going to send that over here. He needs to make another planetary, and he needs to get rid of this base.
Yeah. You know, right.
If I were him, I'd just send 2 medevacs with Marines to just drop behind here and just do whatever it takes.
He probably should, man. He has 14 medevacs anyways. That's a huge
And when he reclaims this, he needs to make bunkers everywhere.
Well, we actually have Corruptors on the way. That's interesting. Looks like he wants to switch into his own siege units, the Broodlords. And that's going to be pretty good because there's a lot of Marauders out right now, which aren't very good against those. So we'll see if he can actually get something done with that and push back into that area of the 4th base.
All right, here comes the Marines coming in here. He needs to get this. The Zerg army is already coming over here. He is stimming, and he is going to be leaving as well.
And a nice fungal going down. We'll kill that with the Corruptors. But now that he's shown the Corruptors, SuperNova knows exactly what's going on. He's very likely to attack now.
SuperNova saying, screw this. I know that you're almost out of minerals. I have extra command centers as well that I can use. I just need to take out this base. He sees the Corruptors too. Not going to be too useful in this attack up here.
Well, he's trying to lure him into a bad attack here. Oh, VortiX has to be careful. He should be backing up a little bit. He does not want to attack down that ramp until he has the Broodlords.
All right, the Broodlords are out, but the hatchery's getting low. It's getting really low.
Oh, can he actually save it? I don't see any Queens around here for transfusion. It's going too low, Tasteless. It's down to 92 hit points, 85 hit points, 28 hit points, and oh my God, he doesn't have anything that can hit it anymore.
Oh my God. You've got to be kidding me.
VortiX, who are you? What is going on right now? Fighting back once again. Now he has a ton of Broodlords. He saved that hatchery at just 28 health.
And, you know, Artosis, he doesn't have any really efficient anti-air, just some Vikings here. He can actually push this and win the game, I think.
Maybe he can. He is making nothing but Corruptors right now to help keep his Broodlords alive. Does have a few Infestors left, but not a big ground army.
Now VortiX in his element with the amazing Broodlord pushes here. Not enough Vikings, certainly more than enough Corruptors along with the Infestors to make that very difficult. If he loses this is the only other extra command center. I suppose he could use the ones from his main too, but you guys know what I'm saying. He's going to be in a lot of trouble.
And out come the Vikings, but look at that, a beautiful fungal growth going off. The Marines coming up, trying to target down Corruptors. He has to kill off those Corruptors so that his Vikings can actually kill the Broodlords. VortiX almost overcommitting there with the Ultras. He wants to keep those alive.
Now remember, no minerals here, no minerals, well, just almost no minerals there. So if he loses this, he's going to be broke as a joke.
Oh man, look at this. A lot of Corruptors actually being sniped by these Marines. This is really good handling by SuperNova. He's not panicking whatsoever. And these Corruptors getting so low on health. The Marines are just plowing right through them. He can't allow this to occur.
This is absolutely off the hook. SuperNova is doing such a good job, but somehow VortiX He's got him on the edge. Oh my God, I just caught the tail end of this. SuperNova got this hatchery.
Very important moment right there. VortiX's economy now is in shambles, but so is SuperNova's. He has nothing left to mine
He is
from.
spending all of his money trying to repair this.
Oh, can he get it? Sending in his ultras. It's getting so low. Oh my God.
Well, where the hell does this game go now, guys? I don't really know. This guy's broke. You're broke.
Everyone's broke.
Everybody's broke.
Well, actually, there are a little bit more mineral patches for Zerg here, but uh-oh, he's got to be careful here. He cannot lose these units. These are really his last units. He might not realize how close this game really is right now. Thor trying to deal some extra damage. The Ultra's coming up to kill him off. And SuperNova falling in supply just slightly.
You know what? If you notice, there's actually not a lot of ground units, though. So even if the Broodlords would be taking it, he's forcing him back. There's a drop over here of 3 SCVs and a Marauder. I don't understand the world anymore. So he's continuing to push forward here.
And now we actually have the Corruptors killing off some of these Vikings. There's still a few Vikings left. The Marines dealing damage as well.
Still anybody's game. Long distance mining here by the drones.
VortiX just doesn't have any anti-air left. He has a couple Corruptors flying up, but the Broodlords are so important right now.
He's VortiX so poor right now. He's only making Zerglings.
Right.
Not a ton of Marines still left here.
Yeah, his army is 28 Lings, a Broodlord, and 2 Corruptors. Is that enough to actually do something?
He's bringing out the SCVs now.
Oh my God, the army of SuperNova, who by the way is not mining minerals at all, is 6 medevacs, 2 Vikings, a siege tank, 2 Marauders, and 2 Marines.
Okay, SuperNova getting on it right now. He needs to he needs to deny the land. He needs to deny it. No, he doesn't.
Oh my God, this is absolute madness.
But he will force a lift. Oh my God. Now it's going to burn down. He can't afford to repair it.
Yeah, he cannot repair that as long as those Zerglings are underneath it. Now the last Broodlord is being chased down. He is definitely dying. There you go. This is crazy. Huge long distance mining going on by VortiX. Has he actually done it?
I don't know. He's bringing up Queens now since he can't afford to make.
He's going to be transfusing Zerglings in a second here, Tasteless, because that's all he has left.
Did he do it? He literally cannot afford to repair this. He has to let this burn down.
I got to show 2 things here.
Hold on. He's going to land at these other bases and just try to use mules for the time being.
Oh, that's really smart.
Oh my God, but there's a Ling under here.
Oh, beautifully done. Look at that production tab. There's a hatchery making. That is it. Look at this income tab. It's almost nothing for both players.
We do have a hatchery coming over here, so he's got enough money to make the hatchery. Now...
Oh, he's long distance mining like a madman. In fact, I want to see him take all his drones off gas at this point to help with that.
He's actually going to have to use SCVs.
What? Is he losing all his Lings?
Yes, he is.
Okay. Wait a minute. No, there's still Lings left.
All right,
and now he picks up. Oh, the other Lings come up.
All right, 42 SCVs still here, 56 drones. This base not done yet. This is just a complete mess over here. He's going to try to land over here. There is a Zergling there. So this is just a nightmare here for SuperNova. I can't believe this game is looking like this, and I have no idea how it's going to end.
Well, I do now, Tasteless. What? Because we have 4 Infestors making, and Infestors in a situation like this are going to be the nail in the coffin.
I think you're right.
Oh my God, I'm actually getting the sickest nerd chills right now.
This is
VortiX
insane.
somehow, he looked completely dead in Game 4. He brought it back to Game 5. He looked completely dead in Game 5. And here he is about to knock out the man who won his group with the best record in IEM.
Unbelievable. The hatchery's done. The cash flow is in. The command center has been reclaimed. This game is not done yet, guys.
No.
He can actually block the ramp here. And remember, this is a lot of medevacs with a lot of energy.
Yes, it really is. And in fact, he'll be pulling SCVs to fight as soon as any battles come. But the Infestors are going to be so scary. Just 1 siege tank to try to zone them out. He can go ahead and kill anything he wants, but a lot is being mined right now.
And he could get a bunker up here. So they can, okay, hold on.
Here we go,
This may
guys.
be it.
And a lot of Infested Terrans being thrown down. The Zerglings going in for the surround right now. Infested Terrans dealing a ton of damage. He does have enough for 1 fungal if he wants. The Zerglings just ravaging everything, and SuperNova has to evacuate.
I don't want to call it yet, but I think that may be the end of the line. I don't know if he has any other options. I do not think there's actually much left that he can do.
Yeah, VortiX has a fully mining base, Tasteless.
My brain is all over the place trying to figure out if there's something else. Well, okay, he could do this, actually. He could go down here. I don't know if that's futile or not.
We're about to see Marines and SCVs attack with a bunch of medevacs. That
is he just going to go for it?
I think so.
No,
he's got a long distance mine.
He's got a long distance mine right here.
Oh
but not for long. That's going to land soon.
5 Broodlords, though, are on the way. And when he sees those, we're going to see a GG.
I think so. I mean, he needs to land a few mules like now if he can and try to mine some. Okay, there we go.
Well, there they are, but the Broodlords are coming, Tasteless, and here they come.
All right, they're spilling in. And I think Artosis is right. I'm just not. This game is actually so insane. I do not believe that there's any other option here. This has been easily one of the best games I've ever had the opportunity to cast, by the way.
It absolutely has been. This best of 5, something that will go down in history of StarCraft 2 for sure. SuperNova so confident in himself. It really looked like he would take it.
And he got this left base over here too.
This is it, guys. SuperNova is going down. He is not going to win Intel Extreme Masters in Cologne. VortiX, though, looking like he's going to be the 3rd Zerg in the top 4.
Oh, my God. Yeah, you're right, Artosis. VortiX moves on. He already took out 4 GGs. He's been taking out so many good players. All right, so here's what he's going to try to do now. SuperNova is not actually giving up yet. He says, you know what? You don't have a lot of money. My buildings can fly. I'm going to fly around the map, and I'm going to try to take out every other base that you have because the Broodlords, guys, cannot turn around.
Yeah. He's actually going for like a Marine SCV drop, but it does not look like it can work here. He's microing so heavily against these Zerglings, but that is a lot of Zerglings. And as his units do die, he's going to realize, Tasteless, this is just, there's no way out of this.
This is it. I think you're right, Artosis. I think this, yeah, that's it.
GG! VortiX takes out SuperNova.
One of the sickest games I have ever seen.
He has destroyed 2 of the best Terrans in the world.
Back-to-back 2 in the same day. And although SuperNova's out, I mean, that was quite the game, man. That was quite the freaking game.
I can't believe what I just saw. I cannot believe this.
Oh my God, that game was so good.
He has done it. He has made the top 4. This is the breakout performance for VortiX.
Talk about a complicated game, and there's so much to talk about. All right, you know what? I don't want to talk anymore. We're going to go ahead and interview VortiX now. So take it away, Jeremy.
Well, it doesn't get much closer than that. Congratulations, VortiX, our winner. After a series like that, how do you feel right now?
Very tired, to be honest, but very nice. I mean, even if I have lost, I think I have shown I am much stronger on macro games, so I'm happy.
So, when are you going to go to Korea?
Huh?
The GSL. Are you going to go?
No.
All right, all right. I think a lot of people might want to see what you could do there. What do you think? I know I would like to see what you do there. Next round, you're going to face either Slivko or MVP, who are coming up in our final match. Which one would you rather face and why?
I don't really mind. Both of them are really strong players. Slivko is really good on CBC. MVP, I guess he's really good on CBT, so I don't really care.
Before I let you go, do you have a message for your fans?
A lot of thanks to everyone for the super and so on. That's it.
Thank you. Well played, man. And we will be right back.